Imagine going to Seoul, sitting at a restaurant and staring at a menu that looks like beautiful art, and you absolutely can't read it. Last year, 74% of travelers admitted that they skipped incredible destinations because of the language barrier. But what if 12 simple phrases and 3 free apps could unlock any country on Earth? Hi, I'm Amit, and today Curated Globe is diving into one of the travel world's biggest challenges, traveling in non-English speaking countries. Whether you're dreaming of wandering through Kyoto or getting lost in the souks of Marrakesh, that travel anxiety about language barriers, we're going to crush it today. You're going to walk away from this video with your own personal translation toolkit, the phrases that actually matter, and some tricks that'll have locals thinking you're way more prepared than you actually are. Okay, forget those phrase books with 500 sentences that you'll never use. After traveling to dozens of countries, these are the only 12 phrases that actually matter. You'll want to screenshot this part. Seriously, pause if you need to. First, your basic survival kit. Hello, goodbye, please, and thank you. These 4 alone will open more doors than you think. If you add yes and no, which seems obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget these. Now for the problem solvers. Where is? That's a term you have to know. And then always learn bathroom, station, taxi to go with it. How much is essential for markets and street food. And my personal favorite, I don't understand. Say this with a smile and people instantly become much more patient with you. If you ask, do you speak English? Sometimes you're going to get lucky. But knowing help or emergency, well, you'll probably never need it, but learn it anyway. Numbers 1 through 10, for everything from bus numbers to ordering 2 beers. And here's the secret sauce. Beautiful and delicious. Compliment someone's city or their food and watch how quickly you make friends. Save these in your phone with the local script and how to pronounce them. Type in thank you in Thai and also Kob Kun so you can actually say it. Now let's talk tech. Because we're living in 2025 and your phone is basically a universal translator from Star Trek. Google Translate. Obvious choice, but here's what most people mess up. Before you leave home, download the entire language for offline use. So if you're in a rural market and there's no Wi-Fi, doesn't matter. Go to Settings, Offline Translation, and download away. But Google Lens, this is a game changer for menus and signs. Point your camera at any text and boom, translation overlay. I've ordered some of my best meals this way, and it's actually part of the adventure, right? The conversation feature in Translate is wild. You speak English, it speaks Thai. They respond in Thai, you hear English. It's not perfect, but it does help a lot if you're trying to find the right bus. Quick shout out to the alternatives. Papago crushes it for Korean and Japanese. Microsoft Translator has this group conversation feature that's absolutely amazing for hanging out with locals. But what happens when your phone dies and the Wi-Fi is down and you're in the middle of nowhere? Now it's time for some human connection hacks that work everywhere. First, the international point and smile. Someone eating something that looks amazing? Point at their plate, point at yourself, and smile. Works every time. And I've found some pretty good meals by doing that. You don't need a common language. Here's something clever. Before you leave the hotel, take pictures of where you're going, screenshot the maps, take a picture of your hotel's front entrance, and if you can't say, for example, Wat Pho Temple, show a picture to your tuk-tuk driver. Carry a small notebook, not for you, but for them. If you need a price, hand them the pen. You need directions, let them draw. Numbers are universal, and most people love helping if you make it easy for them. Quick gesture reality check though. Thumbs up is great in most places, offensive in others. That okay sign with your fingers? Yeah, don't do that in Brazil. When in doubt, stick to universal ones. Hand on heart for thank you and palms together for please. Still with me? Good. Because if you've absorbed even half of this, you're already ahead of most travelers out there. But let's get into the situations that actually stress people out. Restaurant ordering when you can't read anything. Here's the move. Use Google Lens to translate the menu. Or find a place with picture menus, that's okay too. Learn the local word for same. Then you can point at someone's dish and say same. Getting around? Screenshot everything. Your destination in the local language, the address, even a map with a pin. Taxi drivers globally understand a phone screen with a map way better than your pronunciation of street names. Also, rideshare companies are going to be in many places you go, and you can use their apps to put in the location before you even leave. Shopping and bargaining. Your phone calculator becomes a negotiation tool. They type a price, you type a counteroffer. It's like texting but for haggling. And honestly, it's kind of fun. For emergencies, and I'm not trying to freak you out, but have a card in your wallet with your home address, your country's embassy number, and any medical conditions in the local language. It'll take you 5 minutes to prep, and it could save your trip. Making friends without common words. Photos on your phone are conversation gold. Show them your city, your family, your pets. Suddenly you're communicating. Music is also universal. Play something from your country, ask about theirs. Sports teams work too. Wear a football jersey and watch how many conversations get started. And don't forget, in most parts of the world, when I say football, I mean soccer. Here's something that matters more than any phrasebook: reading the cultural vibe. As Americans, we talk loud and we stand pretty far apart. In Japan, quiet voices and less personal space on trains. Mediterranean countries, everyone's talking with their hands and standing close. Mirror what you see the locals doing. And look, when you butcher the pronunciation, which you will, just laugh at yourself. The Mandarin words for chicken and prostitute are very similar and very easy to misspeak. When you do something like that, the locals may laugh, and when you laugh, you've built a connection. Trying and failing beats not trying at all. Want to level up fast? Get yourself a cultural buddy, that friendly person at your hostel who speaks both languages. They're gold. The hotel receptionist who seems chatty? Ask them how to say basic local phrases. They love it when guests try. Before you even leave home, HelloTalk and Tandem. These apps connect you with locals who want to practice English while you practice their language. You might even make some friends before you arrive. And here's a travel hack. Book activities where language matters less. Cooking classes, art workshops, hiking groups. You're all doing the same thing together, and suddenly the language barrier becomes this minor thing instead of everything. Last year in Bodrum, Turkey, I got completely turned around trying to find a taxi stand. Phone had no connection, I don't know Turkish, and it was getting pretty hot. I walked into the small bakery, pulled out my notebook, and drew a terrible sketch of a taxi stand with question marks. The owner laughed, grabbed my pen, and drew an actual map on the book with little landmarks like a temple and a traffic circle. Then he called his teenage son from the back, who walked me 2 blocks down to make sure I was headed the right way. Traveling in non-English speaking countries isn't about perfect communication. It's about being willing to try, staying friendly even when you're lost, and trusting that most people genuinely do want to help. The language barrier becomes way less scary when you realize everyone's dealt with being lost before. No Google Translate needed, just a bad drawing of a taxi and some universal human kindness. So there you have it. 12 phrases, a few apps, and the confidence to know you've got this. Those non-English speaking countries on your bucket list, they're just waiting for you. Hit subscribe for more travel confidence boosters from Curated Globe. And if this helped you even a little bit, hit that like button, because that helps us out a ton. And check out curatedglobe.com. We've got complete travel guides in both ebook and paperback. Adios and peace out.